Alright guys, today we're working on a 2002 Chevy 2500 6.6 liter diesel, and what's happening is this truck is actually stuck in four-wheel drive. It doesn't shift into two-wheel drive. This is what happens when you try to shift it into two-wheel drive. Key forward, put it on neutral, try to go to two-wheel drive. It attempts to go into four-wheel drive, and then the service four-wheel drive light comes on. So most likely the problem is the transfer case shift motor. We're going to go ahead and replace it, and hopefully that resolves the problem. I don't know if you guys could see this, but we're under the truck, and the transfer case and the transfer case shift motor is right beside the drive shaft on the transfer case. So the first thing you want to do is remove the drive shaft, which is they're held on by two 11mm bolts. Slide the drive shaft off. Take this skid plate off, which is held on by four 15mm bolts. Seal is just pressed on, and this drive shaft slides out. The skid plate's got four bolts right here, two right here, and then two on the bottom. With that being off, the shift motor should slide out. Voila. Before installing it, obviously you want to make sure they're the same exact parts. Make sure the electrical connectors are the same. They are exactly the same. Make sure the bolts line up same, so looks like it'll work. The seal is reusable, so just make sure you reuse it on your new one. There we go. It's ready to be installed. Get your electrical connectors out of the way. Grab your shift motor. Make sure that seal doesn't come off. Make sure the seal doesn't come off. I'm glad you guys caught that. Being that my truck was stuck in four-wheel drive, I had to manually move this gear selector back into two-wheel drive. So I did that with a 14mm wrench. I just turned this and I stuck it back on two-wheel drive. There we go. I actually try to get that back side in first, and you get your fingers up. You get your fingers in between the case and the shift motor, and get that shaft in that slot. You also want to make sure you're not crushing the harness. So make sure the harness is not in between the shift motor and the transfer case. Again, make sure you secure your connector at the very top. There's a little clip in there. There we go. Now all we got to do is put the dry shaft on, the U-joint bolts, and the skid plate. That's how you replace the shift motor on a 2002 Chevy Silverado. Alright guys, moment of truth. Let's see what we got. Truck is on the on position, on neutral. 4 high kicked in. 4 low engaged. 4 high. Back to 2-wheel drive. Alright guys, not too bad. Overall, it took about 35 minutes to install the shift motor. The hardest part was installing the 3 bolts on the actual shift motor. They were really stuck on there, and my battery powered impact wouldn't fit, so I had to do it by hand. So overall, easy job. If you guys want to do it yourself, cheap part, 120 bucks, and got it up and going. Thanks for watching.